Open up the deferred payment scheme calculators. The aim of this calculator is to work out the value of the EC that buyer can afford with their available resources. Take for example, Mr. and Mrs. Tan are looking at a typical 3-bedroom unit priced at 1.5 mil under the deferred payment scheme. Under the scheme, they just need to pay for the 5% option fee in cash, followed by 15% excise fee and buyer stamp duty fee. The balance 80% of the purchase price will only be called when notice of vacant possession is served, that is normally 2 to 3 years down the road. Now, let's look at Mr. and Mrs. Tan's finances. Together, they have 300,000 savings in cash. As they currently own a 4-room HDB flat and have taken CPF housing grants for this flat, so they are not entitled to any grants now. As you can see, the calculator instantaneously processes the inputs. Let's move on. They also have 150,000 in their CPF OA combined. The calculator continues to process and indicating the shortfalls as more figures are input. For housing loan, we use the TDSR, MSR calculators to work out their estimated loan amount. Mr. Tan is 40-year-old and monthly income is $8,000, assuming no debts like car loan, personal loan. As both are co-applicants, we add a second borrower. Mrs. Tan is 39-year-old and monthly income is $6,000. Likewise, assuming no debts. The loan amount worked out to be around 800K. Copy the figures and paste it back to the DPS calculators. As you can see, there is still a shortfall of around 300K. Since they own a HDB flat, they can use the sales proceeds of the flat for the balance amount when they sell the house. However, in reality, there could be time gap in between the balance payments and the returns of the funds. In this case, Mr. and Mrs. Tan can apply for the bridging loan to bridge the gap. Assuming their flat current market value is 500K, bank normally takes 75 to 80% of the value for loan assessment. So with 150K of outstanding loan and a resale levy of 40K, they are eligible to apply for a bridging loan of 110K. Nevertheless, with the bridging loan, there is still a shortfall of around 90K. In this case, Mr. and Mrs. Tan can consider units that are within their budget. We can work backward the value of the sales price by pressing the auto calculation button. So Mr. and Mrs. Tan can afford any units that are priced at around 1.41 mil and below. And the chart shows the allocation of the funds. Thank you for watching.